Hi, I would like to do a review on this Ryobi One Plus 1 gallon compressor. This is not brushless. I hope they make a brushless motor. See, they got where they would have the prongs for the brushless motor, they don't have it. But for everything this has, it's a very good compressor. Like right now we're going through. See, I'll show you guys. Ready? We don't have power right now, so this comes in handy, but it's, as it says on the back, you can only run it with a 4H or greater. So if I'm not mistaken, when I bought that, the 4H was probably around 60, 70 bucks, and now it's probably $100. But you can run this battery in it, which will give you in between 15 and 14 full recycle tanks, and the 6H, I haven't tried that one because I don't have it, and the 9 on this will give you above 35 tanks. So you can get good stuff done with this battery, but this right now is it's around 120 bucks, so it's quite expensive. But I don't know if they have a kit. I didn't buy it with a kit because I had 12 or 13 batteries, but you can take, if you want to buy them separately, you can buy, not this, you can buy this, I think that was like 20 bucks, not that bad. That's not mine, I bought it for the day to do some woodworking stuff. But, so, 100, 120, 220, 240, and then to buy the fast charger, because I think the only charger I would trust using this battery to charge it is the fast charger, the 30-minute charger. That doesn't take 30 minutes, that probably takes 2 or 3 hours to charge. And I would recommend you guys having a fan on it just in case, because I don't know if it get too hot and something bad would happen, because I know these can explode, so I wouldn't do that. But 162 watt hours, P194. This is P739, 120 max PSI. Tank outlet. This is what I like on this, is that you don't have to pull the collet back. You do it one-handed. See? It says most portable, it's 14 pounds. And with this battery on, I think it comes like 15, 16. It's still not heavy at all. You can take it anywhere. But that's why I like this compressor so much, is because you can get 35 and 35 plus tanks with this battery on it. The battery only takes 2 hours to charge, but it's got collet, it's got, for safety reasons, and then it's got a drain, which I really like. But my review on this Ryobi One Plus compressor is, I love it. It's my most favorite tool I've ever had, probably ever will have. But the reason I have this out is because I want to show you guys something. I'm going to pop the battery in it, and if you guys can tell, they say it's like 70 decimals, 70, 80 decimals. It's a lot louder than that. You can't have a normal conversation with this around, but I'll give you a brief demonstration. Oh, and the tank, it takes 100, it takes 1 minute and 30 seconds to pump this up all the way. But if you have this shut off so the tank outlet won't be on and you don't have the hose plugged in, if you have the hose plugged in and you have the tank outlet all the way on so it sets itself to 120, if you keep it on like that, it'll take 1 minute 30 seconds to recharge. And then if you if you completely turn this thing off, like it won't go anymore, and you turn it off, it will reduce the time to 1:15 seconds. But it's still pretty good. I'll show you guys how loud it is. See, it gets pretty loud. You can barely hear me, but I'll pause it and we'll see what it's at. Now, the only thing that I wish this was better about is the only thing that if they came out with a different version of this, the only two things I want and I would recommend Ryobi to make for this so it's better is brushless, so it's more efficient on batteries, and it's, well, you can't really get much more power out of it, but brushless, and maybe a 2 or 2.5 gallon tank like DeWalt's, but still in the same size, because I still like this design better than DeWalt's. DeWalt's, man, I don't like DeWalt that much, but everyone has their own opinion. So what I use this on is in between 30 to 60 psi. If you can hear, this starts to leak, but whatever. This does say to use it on 90 psi and below, but I'll show you guys how long the battery lasts, the tank lasts on 60 psi, so that's less than what this is supposed to be on. Now this is a Harbor Freight 6-inch orbital sander, so it's been used, so it's not brand new, but so about 10 seconds, nothing, it'll get maybe a few things done, but if you keep having the compressor running, it kind of gets a little bit annoying because it has a high pitch to it. But this is like, I think Ryobi, they need to make, my two opinions for this and then something else is they need to make brushless, and they need to make it a lot bigger tank, because this, like, it only lasts 5 or 6 seconds on that. It lasts 10 seconds on the blowgun on 30 psi, so it's not really the best, but it does, you can pump up tires or whatever you need to do. It does great at pumping up tires, but that's just my opinion. Everyone has different opinions, so, but they need to come out with brushless, bigger tank, and then Ryobi needs to come out with new tools like what Milwaukee and DeWalt are doing. Like with Milwaukee's MX tools and DeWalt, I'm pretty sure DeWalt's coming out with new stuff like that. Dormsday talks about it, but I think Ryobi needs to come out with a new line of tools like that take like 80 or 60 volt batteries, big batteries. But while we're talking about that, I wanted to show you guys this. This is a great chainsaw. It's 14-inch, so it's not the new big one, the 16-inch. But it does awesome for what it is. And the only thing that I'd say is bad about this, like the trigger's good and everything, it'll cut through this piece of wood it's under. It cut through, you can cut through probably 2 of those with one of these batteries, so the 4H. I know you can get a 7H, but you have to specially buy a kit. But the only thing I say is cheap about this is, look, the cap cracked. It's kind of cheap, but only $3 to buy a new one, so it's not that bad. But that's it for today. Hope you guys have a great day, and see you later.